Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen in Ireland, in Cork, south coast of Ireland, on Poetry Ireland Day. Hal Sherman, hello and welcome. Thanks very much for coming here. This LJ AMP, welcome. Thank you very much. Would love to know where you are. I'm in Cork, Ireland. The Weimar sketch, whoa, German. Wow. David Hill, 20430. And thank you very much, Hal, for inviting followers. That is really good of you. You know, you never know what will happen when somebody invites followers. You know, the most wonderful people can arrive. In Ireland, it's Poetry Day. And there's a huge hashtag, the one I've used on this particular audio, Poetry Day IRL, and lots of stuff on there. People tweeting links to poems which they like. Read some James Joyce. David, I will later on. I promise you. I'll find some poems by James Joyce and I will read them. David J. Bushell from Montreal. I mean, a guy who's interested in water and gardening and technology has got to have an interest in poetry, doesn't he? Party World from Waterford in Ireland. David from business down there in Waterford. They sell lots of party stuff. But anyway, the whole idea today is that, or the information today really is that a lot of poets have been tweeting links to words, and I wanted to, the great Irish poet Sean O'Casey. Well, O'Casey did write some poetry. Can't pretend to be, thanks David. Can't pretend to know O'Casey's poetry. I know a little bit of it, but know would be the wrong word. I've read bits of it. So the thing is, I'm very keen on the human voice, reading poetry out loud. Costa, hello Costa, 1979. Hello, Costantina, isn't it? Costantina. So the key thing is that, anyway, I would like to contribute a piece of audio, and I'd like to contribute it. I'm very well. I'm about to read a decent length poem from, I am in Ireland, I'm on the south coast of Ireland, a place called Cork, 130,000 people. If you aren't following me, oh my goodness, thank you very much, David. Thank you very much. After what I said about you in the last Periscope, David, you're so generous. Follow David for generosity, big-mindedness. Who plays? Oh, good. David Hill, you play flute and Irish whistle. We'd actually be able to. Oh, thank you, Costa. Thank you, David. David Atchison, Party World. Yeah, those musical instruments would be a great accompaniment or introduction to a poetry reading. So, with no more ado, great gratitude to you all for being here. I'm going to turn on the lights so I have maximum help and carry on with Walt Whitman. If anyone wants to know something about Walt Whitman, we can chat afterwards, but I'll crack on with this because I want to let the people who are active on it's Tony McMahon from Clare. Oh, right. Tony McMahon from Clare does that. Oh, I think that means music, introducing poetry, or poetry the playing of poetry connected in some way with music. Well, poetry is music. I think that would be an argument an interesting conversation. Poetry is music. Whitman is song. A big word that he uses all over his poetry is song. So here we go. The poem is called Come Up From the Fields, Father. Remember, written during American Civil War. So this will be, in some way, about the war. Come up from the fields, Father. Here's a letter from our Pete. And come to the front door, mother. Here's a letter from thy dear son. Lo, 'tis autumn. Lo, where the trees, deeper green, yellower and redder, cool and sweeten Ohio's villages with leaves fluttering in the moderate wind, where apples ripe in the orchard hang and grapes, the trellised vines. Smell you the smell of the grapes on the vines? Smell you the buckwheat where the bees were lately buzzing? Above all, lo, the sky so calm, so transparent after the rain, and with wondrous clouds. Below too, all calm, all vital and beautiful, and the farm prospers well. Down in the fields all prospers well, but now from the fields come farther. Come at the daughter's call, and come to the entry, mother, to the front door, come right away. Fast as she can, she hurries, something ominous, her steps trembling. She does not tarry to smooth her hair, nor adjust her cap. Open the envelope quickly. Oh, this is not our son's writing, yet his name is signed. Oh, a strange hand writes for our dear son. Oh, stricken mother's soul. All swims before her eyes, flashes with black. She catches the main words only. Sentences broken. Gunshot wound in the breast. Cavalry skirmish. Taken to hospital. All present, low, but will soon be better. Ah, now the single figure to me, amid all teeming and wealthy Ohio, with all its cities and farms, sickly white in the face and dull in the head, very faint, by the jamb of a door leans. Grieve not so, dear mother, the just-grown daughter speaks through her sobs. The little sisters huddle around, speechless and dismayed. See, dearest mother, the letter says Pete will soon be better. Alas, poor boy, he will never be better. Nor maybe he needs to be better, that brave and simple soul. While they stand at home at the door, he is dead already. The only son is dead. But the mother needs to be better. She, with thin form, presently dressed in black, by day her meals untouched, then at night, fitfully sleeping, often waking. In the midnight waking, weeping, longing with one deep longing. Oh, that she might withdraw, unnoticed, silent, from life escape, and withdraw. To follow, to seek, to be with her dear dead son. To be with her dear dead son. Sounds like Hugh O'Neill of Tyrone in the Battle of Kindall. Oh, you're welcome, Jason. I didn't realise you were here. Thank you very much for being here. Hugh O'Neill, leader of one of the clans in Ireland, who went from Donegal in the northwest down to Kinsale in 1603 for the battle of, or through the winter of 62-63, went to the battle. They lost the Battle of Kinsale, and all the clan leaders. It was the end of a period in Irish history. They got on boats, and many of them went to France. Many of them went to Spain, fought in the armies of other countries. Hugh O'Neill, big story. I know the tunes, right. David, you know more than me about the music, I tell you that for sure. You know more than me, and it's lovely to meet you. And I must remember to write down. Are you, you know the poems of that era? So I'm kind of thinking, was Carlin's Concerto in that era? Now, I don't know enough about Carlin's Concerto to tell you all what that means, but I think Carlin was a blind piper. I think. Oh, thank you, David. Right, we're on the same tracks. So it's David Hill 20430. David Hill 20430 music. It's lovely to make, contact with somebody with whom you share a closely related interest or a completely big interest. Robin Crowley, hello. Robin, I don't think we know each other, but you're very welcome. If we have met before, I can't remember where you're from. But I've just been reading From Drum Taps by Walt Whitman. Oh, David, you have friends in Ireland too. Right. Well, I live in Cork. Mexico City, imagine. Here we are talking about friends in Ireland and people from other places, and up pops Mexico City. Wow. Well, that's lovely. Isn't that the magic of, Periscope? Well, the magic of the internet. I mean, my ancestors built Cork. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to Google you, Robin Crowley. Minnesota, USA, David Hill. So we have Minnesota, Cork, Mexico City, Waterford, Dublin. Desperately trying to remember where everybody else is from. Well, I can't actually remember all the other places, but Robin Crowley. It could be Crowley or Crowley. Oh, right. McCrodhollock. My goodness. Well, they certainly shortened their name. McCrod. Hollock. I have never heard of the McCrollock. It was probably McCrollock's. Have a great Paddy O'Brien. Look, I'm going to say goodbye to you all. I'm going to say thank you very much. If somebody wants to chip in and open a new line of conversation, great. But, oh my goodness, you're back to the Crusades. Robin, I'm out of my depth. You are clearly somebody who has got a great feel for ancestry. I mean, you're linking the Crusades with the development of building Cork. Cork used to be all marshes and wharves, and my mail is, you get me at marketing right, WRITE, marketing right now at gmail.com. Marketing right now at gmail.com. That's one. That one will get me for sure. Otherwise, you can just get me on Twitter, which is something I use a huge amount. Probably much more than any of you who are here listening or tuning in. I mean, that isn't meant to sound arrogant, but I do actually use it an awful lot. Do you want me to record a tune? I'd love that. Well, I've got David Hill 20430. I will connect with you. David, I'll do that. I'll do that straight away, and then I have to do some work here. Okay, look, till next time, I'll probably do a little bit more. Yes, Hal, I am prolific. It says nothing about quality, does it? Gregor, hello. Hello. It says nothing about quality if you're prolific. Sure, it doesn't. Okay, look, lots of love. Thanks a million. Look forward to more and more contact. I'm just a caricature artist. Punk born and raised in Mexico. So no royalty for me anymore. Oh, right. David, pleasure. That means you probably were royalty